Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we already have commenters over here. Hey, Luna Moon. You're new. I've never seen you before. Welcome back to the replay. If you're watching the replay, I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you. And today I am live on Instagram and the YouTube. YouTube will probably have a little bit better audio. Instagram, I don't know. I think YouTube's the best angle. Instagram, I don't know. But I decided just go live on both because why not? Especially because the craft we are doing today, I have been thinking about for the last 5 days because I came up with it last week and it's been prepared to do for today. And I didn't test it. And so I was like, I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work. And it worked so good. You guys will have to, you can see the thumbnail on YouTube. And then I will post a Reels right after this that I just filmed of this. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. I painted the bottom because we need to fix some stuff. But this thing glows in the dark, but doesn't just glow in the dark. Only the Mickeys glow. I was like, we did this tumbler kind of in reverse, but this is the skeleton Mickey. He is actually a Mickey I came up with and did a shirt oh my gosh, so long ago. And we rhinestoned it. And I was like, ooh, because I ordered the glow from Maker Flow. And I was like, I've got to figure out how to make it glow. Like, obviously it glows because it's a glowing tumbler. But I was like, okay, I cut this Mickey out of HTV and did him on a shirt and put rhinestones on him. So the rhinestones kind of glowed. And it's one of my favorite shirts. I can't find it. I got to remake it actually because I cannot find it. And when I got the cups, I was like, could I do like the pattern and then black out the rest of it? And will it mask the cup so that only the parts I want to glow? So as soon as I thought of that concept, I instantly went and made this design and it works so good. So this design will be available for free in my newsletter. So if you guys are signed up for my newsletter, he will be included in my October files that I'm sharing with you guys. So this year there's not a hocus pocus. This is one of our designs, but this is not copyright infringement. This is just a fun file. Okay, so I'm sharing it with you guys for free. I created it. I want you guys to be able to make this cup if you want to make this cup. So you guys will have it. Now, I just made this cup. So today we are going to do another one and we are going to tape the end down. The top did really good, but the bottom had a little oopsie whoopsie. I'm also using the HTVront auto press. We're going to turn them on right now. We're going to set them at 365 for 70 seconds and then we rotate. But I think I'm going to just really tighten the bottom and I'm going to like triple press the bottom unless anyone else has other tips. Not sure. So, hey Luna Moon, hey Brenda, hey Bickman, hey Kelly. I will watch the replay. I'm eager to see this, right? This one. This is like after doing these shoes. So if you did not watch last week's live, we made these on Thursday. They are Jack Skellington Monsters Inc. mashup shoes, and I just put them on to play with because I wanted to see how they were holding up, and I pulled out my hot glue gun because I was reinforcing little spots. So the hot glue is actually the ticket to keep the fabric really solid on there. So far, that's what I really am liking. And then I got to find my heat gun to puff out this paint. But we made these. If you want to see how I made them, watch Thursday's video. But they are so cute. I was like, I just want to go back to the studio and pick up my shoes and I want to make the tumbler. So it's kind of killing me only going live 2 days a week, even though it's getting me out on the internet more. I'm like, now I want to be on there all the time because I have so many things I want to make. But I'm just going to get in the rhythm. I'm going to show up. So let's start making. If you guys have questions, I have full tutorials. And I'm here. You can begin. Kelly. Hey, girlfriend. Good. We haven't even started. So one thing I will tell you is when I'm glad I did take this into the bathroom as a shot because I am making the reels for this and the box glows. Like it looks like it glows, but it legitimately glows so bright. So you could make something out of this box if you want something to glow. You want to make some glow in the dark, anything, this glows. So good to know. It's also just a cute box to keep your cup in for the Halloween season. You can put it away and then bring it back out. So they look like basic tumblers. They feel a little different. You can tell there's some sort of different finish on them, but they are pretty much the same as 20 ounce. They're regular 20 ounce. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, I'm using the Maker Flow tumblers, and they are really good for all the things. So we are going to lint roll first. Because, and you guys are probably like, what? She's actually taking the time to lint roll? Yes, I am, because I want this cup so bad. If you guys have been watching Bling and Blabbers, I had Tiffany working on my other one, which is like the Sketchy Mickey. That was our like main craft we sold at Pinners, and so many people loved that cup. And so I was like, can I make a Halloween version of that cup? But we reversed it. And because honestly, I designed him and I had Mickey set up as black and it just didn't look right. It was like the negative of the bones. The bones need to be white. So it was really just something that I was adamant about. I was like, no, we are going to test a blackout sublimation. And it worked so good. So questions, comments, concerns, transfers. I have comments here. I can maybe read Instagram comments. Love that the box glows. Me too. That's what, ooh, it was spooky. The door wasn't fully closed, so when I kept hitting it, it was like squeaking. Okay, so what I did was I just printed this on an 8.5 by 11. I didn't size. That is what I am learning I like most about like seamless patterns and stuff is I can just print the full sheet and cut the project down to the size that I need. It's not worth sitting and trying to size something over and over and over if it's just like a basic design. When you do it with like your family photos and stuff like that, obviously you don't want anything to get cut off. So that's when the sizing is really important. But when it's something like this, I actually love these projects a lot because of the fact that they're really hard to mess the sizing up. And yet I still do sometimes. So that's all good. Okay. So let me get my heat tape out. Questions, comments, Instagram. How are you guys doing? Where are you guys joining us from? How's everyone doing in the East Coast? I worked from home yesterday and was literally glued to TikTok Live. I was just like, I have to see if these people are. Luckily, we're 3 hours behind, so I didn't have to stay up all night waiting for you guys. But the hurricane dissipated, and that was so good. But there was still a lot of storm going on, and when I tell you, it was sunny as clear as day yesterday. It was sunny yesterday where I live, and I felt like I was in a hurricane. I was like, I'm working from home. I'm staying up on Lieutenant Dan. Do you guys know who Lieutenant Dan is? Do you guys watch TikTok? I don't usually, but TikTok Live is a whole nother world, and it is so weird. But yesterday I was glued to it. There were like some people staying in their high-rise buildings, and I was like, did everybody see this? Like, does everybody know who these people are? I don't know who these people are. And so I don't know, but I just saw a comment from, okay, Chipped Builds. Hey, welcome. I recently got sent the HTVront Auto Tumbler Press, and it's so cool. Yeah, the usability of it, I did put it head to head with the Sublimation, and I do like the Sublimation a little bit better for different reasons. I have a video on that if you guys are interested in knowing which one is better, but that one and this one are the ones that I go to the most. I love that you can do 2 mugs at a time. I did find that the Sublimation, you can get just a stronger press with it, but the HTVront does an amazing job. I have a heat change color mug in it's black until you heat it, then it's white. So black design would be cool. Okay, Clarita, now you have me really thinking, because are they sublimatable? Because if you can get sublimatable color changing cups, you could do this. Like, do you guys want me to come out with more blackout designs? Because now my brain is thinking, I just threw this one together and I was like, I'm going to throw this one in. If it works, then, oh man, we're going to make blackout designs for everything, because I like glow in the dark. I do love glow in the dark mostly for my Halloween projects, but I really do like glow in the dark. Okay, I want to be careful with where I cut this time, because I cut it just a little too small on the last one, and I always do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it, and then I'm going to just cut slightly on the inside of that fold. Hopefully that'll be perfect. And it probably won't, because I like to make lots of little itty bitty mistakes along the way all the time. No, it's perfect. That's a great technique. So you pull it to the edge, fold it back, and use that fold as a guide. But we are going to secure the whatchamacallit, the edges like really, really good. And then I'm going to triple press the bottom. And if you guys have seen, I have a video on my favorite tumblers, and I did do HTVront tumblers and MakerFlow's tumblers, and I think I did 3 different tumblers. The MakerFlow tumblers do have a tapered butt, so you do have to really like, either I do have the guys that go on them, but I'm always worried that those are going to like stop the heat from getting in. So I don't use those as much. So we're going to use the tape. I could use the tape they sent me, because maybe it's better for it, but I don't have an issue usually with any of my heat tapes. So I'm just going to use the one I have on hand right now. Glad I did not miss the whole show. Thanks. I did a glow in the dark cup that was black and white too. I've heard of that one. And yes, sub, please hit that thumbs up. Thanks, Diamonds Creations. Wow, you guys are coming in hot with the comments today. You guys were like nowhere to be found last Thursday. Maybe Tuesdays are just, is it? Oh wait, today's Thursday. Oh, we made those shoes 2 days ago. Why was I thinking there was a whole weekend in between that? Yesterday felt like a weekend because I watched a hurricane all day. I was like committed to sticking by you guys. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do if any of these people, a lot of people did not lose their power too. So I did find that interesting. I was like, how are these people live streaming? There was one lady, woman that I was so worried about. I don't know if you guys watch TikTok, but her husband's a first responder. So he was working and she was alone with her 3 dogs and her kitties, 1 dog and like 3 kitties. But her her roof was leaking, and her breaker was like getting water in it. And so she was just like, what do I do, guys? And I was really like, I gotta keep watching, but she is okay. She's good. So that was good. But are these people, like, do you guys know who I'm talking about when I say Lieutenant Dan? Is this normal, or was I on a weird area of TikTok? Because sometimes I'm like, I like to ask people, like, do you see what I'm seeing, or do I just see what I'm seeing? Because my feed is so weird. I missed Tuesday and last Thursday too, but I was busy getting ready for a family wedding. Totally understandable. You're allowed to not be at my live videos if you have personal stuff to do. I forgive you, Clarita. How dare you guys miss the live? As long as you watch the replay. No, I don't actually. Sometimes I'm like, why do people want to watch me? But then I make really awesome crafts like this, and I'm like, this is why people want to watch me. So I'm really, really excited to try to, like, not even try, just to let my creativity start flowing, because that's where I feel like I don't want to say I shine, but like that's where I feel like my gift is like coming up with unique, cool innovation. Not to toot my own horn. It's tomorrow, so maybe I won't miss much more. Yeah, get that wedding over with so you can come back to my lives. Hurry up and get them hitched. Where's the wedding at? That's exciting. Tiffany is in Greece. She's living her best life, but I'm living vicariously through her stories and through her reels or whatever she's choosing to post. I'm like, hey, you cannot go around the world and not post. I better wake up to a TikTok or a reel or something from either one of you guys, because cannot just leave us hanging. Because I wish I was in Greece. I think they did Athens yesterday. I don't know. It's always hard when somebody is traveling on the other side of the world because they're up when you're asleep and vice versa. And so I'm like, did they go yesterday or are they going right now? Or are they sleeping right now and they just went? I don't know. I don't get notifications for you and I have the bell set and all. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is just weird with their notifications. That's why I decided to go live on the Instagram too. That way it could pop up and you guys could be like, oh, I got to go to YouTube and watch. And you can watch from wherever you want, honestly. But okay, so the booty, we're going to press that a third time around. So let's get this thing in here and then we can chat more about hurricanes. Okay, so I also like to put my tape up so I can keep track. Tape up to start, tape down to finish, because it's not the hardest when you're only doing one cup, but when you're doing a lot of cups, like we did 100 for pinners down in SoCal, and you have to be able to keep track of like how often you've turned it and all of the things. Same here regarding the notifications. I think if you are obviously, like if you watch my lives a lot, I'll pop up more in your algorithm. But if you have that bell notification, I've even set it to notify me too, and just to see like what it would happen. And I don't know where you get the notification. So I think that's just a YouTube glitch, because I've heard a lot of people say that. And that's why I used to post on Facebook, like the link, so that people would know I was live, just because notifications take a long time to go out and sometimes they don't even go out. Dee Dee's Decorations and More sent a request to be in your live video. I bet that was a accident, but I do want to start going live with anyone who wants to go live. So if you are a crafter and you like going live, let me know, because I would love to have guests craft with me. And I can get you like a lineup of what we're going to do, or we can work together on some ideas. I wonder if this is like very close to the edge, but if Insta doesn't have ads pop up, it might be better for us, but commands seem better on YouTube for you, or comments seem better on YouTube for you. Yeah, I mean, I can read the comments on Instagram, but they are, I don't even know if anyone has commented. So people come and go so quickly on Instagram too, because I feel like it pops up and you look at it and then it goes away, and then you come back and it goes away. Oh, my hummingbird's outside. It's either a squirrel or a hummingbird usually, and I love it. Oh, he's so cute. He does. Oh, he's literally. Oh, it's looking in our window. It literally just came up to the window and looked in and said hi and then left. Make sure you're logged into your account. You are subscribed. I have 2, and one doesn't have subscription and doesn't notify me. I have to be on this account to get notifications. That's good to know. Something I noticed is like I'm not signed in on my YouTube like Safari phone part. So anytime I go to subscribe and I'm on my phone, but I'm not on the actual YouTube app, ooh, that's a good squeeze. Hopefully we get that booty really good now, because I can't remember what I was saying. I don't get notifications for you and I have the bell. Yeah. I'm sure Makerflow will go live with you. Yeah, we have it on the schedule to go live. I think on the 29th, we are doing a Glowforge Aura versus something, the Ultra, whatever they have, we're going to do with the True Flat. And so I'm really excited about that. So that's what's got me like, and I can also invite people to YouTube lives now. There's a part of YouTube that allows you to do that. I can literally just send you a link and you can pop into our lives. So if you are an influencer or you are just a business or crafting page or anything and you're interested in going, I'll start like a schedule I can throw people in for the holidays too. I'm going to be doing a lot of craft your stash, especially once I'm moved and I'm up at my cabin. I'm setting up a whole crafting zone up there that I can go live from. So my Thanksgiving and Christmas videos, I'm going to stick to 2 days a week minimum, like what I'm doing for this. Ooh, girl, what did you get caught on? That's fun. The paper got caught on something. Okay, that's going to be hot. I just realized you can't really bling on a hot cup either. So, you know, it would be really cool is to have like a cooling gel mat or something that could cool your cups off faster. But I feel like it is a part of the sublimation process. Yeah, you need to be logged in. Righty, right. Have I missed any comments? How are you guys doing? Instagram, who do we have here? We got Tiff Walker, Chris, Cassie Bry, Smart Craft Designs. Make sure you guys say hi if you're sticking around. I know that sometimes on Instagram you can just pop on and then pop right off. So there's all good. It's all good. Alrighty. So what I want to do is actually, while that's cooling down, I should have probably not tried to paint. I like tried to paint the bottom with a Marvy pen, which it worked. Maybe I'll just paint it just because I was gonna like try to sublimate another section or all black on the bottom, but I think the paint will be nice because then I won't have to put heat on top of the paint, because that's what I was like, heat on top of it. I'll paint that later, but I want to get some hidden Mickeys on here with some rhinestones. Rhinestone cowboy. Do you get a case of tumblers? And so sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So when I am making like 1 or 2 of something, I will get 1 or 2. But if I am making like Christmas gifts, like I order the 20-ounce tumblers in their 20 case pack or whatever it is, because that's the best deal. Hey, Katie, what are your thoughts on the HTVront tumbler press? So I'll finish answering the other question first, and then I'll answer that one. So I definitely love MakerFlow's bundles for sure, because it is the best price. You can get your 20 ounces like for $5 to $6. Plus, they have some really good sales. They really want to be partners with us, but they're like, we already offer super low pricing, and I totally agree with them. So we're actually coming up with like a different perk that we can do for them for their for our members. And so they're more than willing to do stuff with us for the members, but they were like, we can't beat our prices. And I totally get that. So we're in the works of some fun things. I wash my tumbler in cold water. I wash my tumbler in cold water right after I pull them out of the oven. It stops the sublimation process and I can get it cooler faster. That is a great tip. I'm loving that. Especially because like you're not dealing with any ink or anything wet. So that's one of the reasons why I love sublimation. It's just like a straight cut dry project. And like when people are asking me at Pinners, like, can I wash it? I'm like, you can't put it in the washing machine. What's it called? Washing machine? What is it called? What's it called? Dishwasher. You can't put it in the dishwasher because you don't want to dishwash any double insulated tumblers. But if this was a mug, yes. So as long as the product you're sublimating is dishwasher safe, you can put it in the dishwasher. You know what? I'm going to put this in the lid, which makes more sense because then I can just dump it right back in. Why have I never thought of that? So you can't dishwasher safe the tumblers themselves, but okay, let me answer the question that somebody asked and not just questions I'm coming up with my own head. The HTVront tumbler press, I really do like it. It's very, very user-friendly. So it makes for very easy projects, and it's got very little room for error. You're going to really just like open it out of the box and be able to use it right away. That's to say, though, that every tumbler press I've used is pretty user-friendly. I've done unboxings for every one I've received, so you can go back and watch if you're really interested in a different tumbler press or mug press. And you'll see there's just like like I just get frustrated sometimes with the settings, but the settings on the HTVront are super simple. And I do have a full unboxing of this one as well. Thank you. Everyone's telling me it's a dishwasher. I know. So I figured it out. Thanks, guys. Sometimes your brain just glitches, you know? Okay, so what I really want to do is, so I could bling him. Maybe I'll bling all of the little bats. Oh yeah, we're gonna bling the little bats. So I threw the little bat Mickeys in to this design. This isn't a seamless design because I just made it so quickly. I didn't make it a perfect seamless design, but you guys will get it, and it's big enough to print. What is going on with this? That's probably why I found it in the like junk area, but the tip is like falling off of this bling tool. Oh, so cute. Okay. So now these little bat Mickeys will give a little blingy bling. I don't know if you can see it. See him? He's got a little bling on him. Little bling. What is cracking? What does that sound? And then I want to put some in the negative space too, like little thingies. OMG, I made it. Nice to see you. Welcome, Michaela. Yeah, Tuesdays, Thursdays at this time, whatever it is, your Central, Eastern Standard Time, Western, I don't know all the standard times, but Disneyland time, Disney World time. I did see that if you see any pictures of Disney World flooded, it's not real. So just so you know that, but that could be not real too. So I really want to bling this one, but I don't want to waste my time blinging one that isn't perfect. So I kind of want to wait for that one to bling it, and it's probably cooled down. So, oh my gosh, this tip is going to kill me. I can't even with it. I almost want to like just use it. There we go. I just want to use it without the thing because it's like wobbly. And I don't like that at all. Oh, I'm watching The Crown. I feel so like we haven't done Bling and Blabber, so we need to like make it into a TV review because that's all Tiffany and I do is like talk about TV shows. But I'm watching The Crown, and I know I'm so late to the party, but I'm on season 4, and I'm still waiting for Princess Diana to come in. We just learned who Camille was, and I'm obsessed with the show. Like just when I'm starting to get bored with it, they'd like pull something in where I'm like, oh, that show's so good. 6:25. Yeah. So, oh, I didn't know you were in Eastern Standard Time, Clarita. Hey, what glue do you use? So I use super tight glue. I only have like 100 bottles, but none right here. I did set this drawer up though, so I can put all my essentials in it because I'm really digging this table for lives. But super tight. Thank you for answering. Clarita is very helpful in the comments too. So she's been a long-term member, so she knows all the ins and outs of Auntie Tay. And members get 20% off their website, 30% off. I wonder if they can give me an Amazon code, if they'll give our members their Amazon code, because their website is a little difficult to navigate, but the glue is so good that I still am like, just go to the website and order it. And if you're ever at a Pinners event and they're there, they have a really good deal at Pinners conference. So just saying. Ashley, are you going to be at Pinners this year? Are you still here? You still with us? Any comments on Instagram? Sorry, I'm missing you. You guys can always come over to YouTube and watch us too. We might have a better angle. Okay. The edge of this one didn't do as good on the top. How did the butt do? And funny because I did not tape my last one, and it did better when I didn't tape it on the top than the bottom. And again, if you see the thumbnail on YouTube, this thing looks so cool in real life in the dark. And I am going to post a reel so that you guys can see the footage. I was literally shooketh. It turned out so much better than I thought it was going to too. And really, the only hiccup I'm having is just the same hiccups you would have with normal sublimation. You know what? I haven't nailed it because I do a lot of patterns that are very forgiving on the ends usually. And so I think that's why I'm not used to like making it really good on the edges, because I avoid trying to do designs that need it. And this one definitely needs it. So if you're doing blackout tumblers, we're going to have to nail the process for this. I don't know why I'm still wearing this. It's not even hot. When I make tumblers, I don't put tape on the top nor the bottom. So I did that with this, and the bottom just did not turn out how I wanted. And it was down to the bottom. So I don't know. Sorry for the autocorrect. And Ashley must have left, but I wanted to know if she was going to Pinners, Utah. I don't think I can make it because we're moving and I have a lot to do. It's been till that point. Okay, so this did so much better on the bottom. I'm really sad that the top didn't work out, but I feel like the top is a little more forgiving because we put the lid on. No, no. But the bottom looks a lot better than this one. So you see how the tape on the bottom really helped, but the top did so good on this one. I don't know why it didn't do it on this one. I do almost feel like it might be the tumbler press. And maybe I had this one flipped. So maybe flipping your mugs too, not just rotating them, to make sure that whatever side of your press works better, you get that on both sides of your tumbler as well. That's just a hypothesis though. I don't know. I'm really sad that the top didn't turn out good on this. Boo. So we will paint. I'm going to just paint them. I could re-sublimate just the top. Or I hate that look though. Like you could cut a perfect line on your sublimation too, so it's white at the top. But I don't really like that. I like it to look like it's a seamless design. But I did tape. That's the weird thing, is I did not tape the top on this one and it looks better. And I did tape the top on this one and it looks worse. I did tape this one and it looks better on the bottom. And I didn't tape this one and it looks worse on the bottom. This is making my brain hurt. So I missed your birthday. I hope you had a blessed day. Thank you. I had a very low-key birthday. It's the big 38. It's such a not milestone number, and I have birthdays this year for my family that are all really milestone-y birthdays. So Briley's going to turn 16, Landis is going to turn 18, Dustin's turning 40, and my niece is turning 25. So I'm like, you guys lay low for this birthday. Let me figure something out, because I gotta like really celebrate all these people, because milestone birthdays are a big deal for me. I like making sure the milestones are celebrated big, and then the in-betweens, you're like, okay, it's your birthday. So typically I will take myself shopping by myself, because expectations lead to disappointment. So I've learned to not have expectations for my birthday, and that's very helpful. And if I do have expectations, I know that I have to be the one to fulfill them. I think that's just a mom thing. I think that we are used to that. And we went to dinner. My nieces came with us, and so that was nice. But I just really was like, I want to sleep in, and I just don't want to have any responsibilities. And I did that. So it's a very low key birthday. Oh, and we had our family talent show, and so they sang me happy birthday there. But that was sweet of them to do. But I like to lay low on the birthdays unless I go big. It's like, go big or go home. Don't talk about it, man. Okay, so let's bling out the little Mickeys. But thank you for thinking of me, Clarita. That was really sweet. And I did not make a big deal about it on Tuesday either, because I was like, Mad Hatter Day passed, guys. But I got so much on my plate, I don't really care. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. 38. Happy late birthday. How old are all of you guys? Family talent show. So cute. Yeah, so in Bling and Blabber, Tiff and I talked about it a little bit. So my Uncle Tony, who passed away last December, started our annual family talent show a couple years ago. I'm going to let this auto turn off. I don't know how long that takes. There we go. Okay. So it auto turns off. So that's a nice feature. I think a lot of the heat presses do these days. Yeah, so my Uncle Tony started it, and he passed away in December. So he actually, the last one we had was only 2 months before he passed away. And this year we moved the venue because it used to be at his house, but his wife was just like, you know what, it's just too much to do it at our house. And so we moved it to my aunt's house, which was so nostalgic because it's where I grew up having all of my holidays. And she took a break from hosting for a long time, like a couple decades. Because let me tell you, as someone who has hosted many a fun parties, it gets exhausting being the one to be the hostess with the mostest. And my aunt was the hostess with the mostest. She has 5 acres. She has the awesome pool, and she has all the things. And probably one of the reasons why I'm very similar to that, I wanted to be the like fun place for all the kids to come and to have make memories. And so we have not had a party up there for years, for like a couple decades. Me and my cousins grew up going up there, and my kids did not grow up going up there because she had been just like, you know what, life is just chaotic, and I totally get it. And this is the first party she hosted, but we did it in honor of my uncle. And so the awards that were given out were called the Tony Awards. The first place was the Tony Award. So it was just really sweet. It was actually really sad because a lot of people like donated. They dedicated their songs to my uncle or other people who had passed away. And we have had a lot of people pass away in our family. So there's a lot to sing about, but it was really fun, and it was really a good time. And so, yeah. And every year I'm like, I'm not going to sing. I don't want to practice a song. I don't have the time to practice. And then every year they end up bringing me up and saying, you're going to sing a song, pick one. And then I kick myself because I didn't practice. And so I'm going to practice this year, and I'm going to commit to singing a song because I know I will end up doing it anyways. So I sang No Rain because that's my sister. It was my sister's favorite song, and it's one of the only songs I really know by heart. I was like, I got to pick a song that I know all the words to. Otherwise, you just look like a ding dong standing up there not singing, which I ended up still doing because I didn't know the timing of the song. I just turned 50 last month. Happy birthday, Brenda. I'm 43. I'm right behind you, Tay, on the 26th. October 26th. How fun. You're going to be 38. That's exciting. Yep. So lots of October birthdays. Tiff's birthday is in October. My dad's birthday was in October. My niece Anna's birthday is in October. She's actually this weekend. And who else is in October? I've got some friends who have kids who are in October. Like 3 kids that I know are in October. I know that I'm missing someone. Sorry if I'm missing you. I know there's more of us. Oh, my brother, he's the 28th. My aunt, she's the 28th. Tiffany's grandma. Okay, so I blinged up the little bats, and then I'm going to pop some little hidden Mickeys, smaller ones, in the negative space because I just think that's the cutest. So I'm using the large stones for the bats, and then I'm going to use like medium-sized Mickeys for the negative space. So cute. Little spooky Mickeys. I actually listened to a podcast because I know some people are conflicted on Halloween, and I learned all about Halloween in its original state and what it comes from. And I thought it was pretty interesting. And I encourage anyone who, I don't know, all that to say, I love cute, spooky, not scary spooky. I am not a scary kind of person. I hate being scared, like with a passion. I don't ever like being scared. So I will do my little cute Mickey Mouse that's dressed up like a whale skeleton. But since these worked so good, I'm going to make some actual designs that you guys can use to sew with too that are blackout. We just really need to nail this blackout top and bottom situation. I'm really wondering if, so I should not wrap the top and I should definitely wrap the bottom. I wish I had one more to do, but I only bought 2 of these. So, but yes, if you love Makerflow tumblers, buying the cases, especially for holiday like gifts, is the best. And I really love their mugs. They just did they attempted on their Instagram live to do a engraved tumbler without using an engraving machine. They tried to use the citrus stripping acid thing, and it worked okay. But I want to try that. I want to try it on some of mine because I can engrave with my X tool, but I want the X tool that Ashley has from Chip Builds. She just did a video yesterday or today, and it turned out super cute. And I really want that little X tool machine that engraves tumblers because it looks so easy to use. And the more I'm playing with the X tool, I found one downfall from the X tool M1 and the Aura. I've been comparing like crazy behind the scenes, and I found one downfall that I can use the pass through to do bigger materials on the Aura, and for the X tool, I actually can do even bigger materials, but I have to take like the whole machine's base off, and I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to put the product in there, and the True Flat is just a little too big. So okay, I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys want to see it glowing, look at the thumbnail, but I'm also going to post the reels that I just got done filming too. So you guys will see how cool it glows because it is like, yes, it is cute, but it is really cool when it glows. Let's use our Marvy paint pen though. I'm going to go in and just touch up, take this lid off, touch up the top on this one. Now, I mean, I'm sure there's ways that I could do this, but this paint pen works fine. And I just got to blend it down into the full black part. It kind of reminds me of blackout tattoos. Like kind of like Kate, what's her name? Kat Von D. She's like blacking out all of her old tattoos, and it looks like this kind of. The whole cup is what I mean, not just this part that I'm painting. You guys can probably hear it really good over on YouTube because my microphone's right here. And it has like a grainy texture. The glow in the dark cup has like a semi-grainy texture, which is kind of nice for painting because it like picks up the paint really good. So you can see how the top, it's the Mickey part. I almost want to like, there has to be ways to make this look better. Oh, it's because his nose is like supposed to be black. And in between, there's like a lot of details in there that are supposed to be black. This is a lot. I would just figure out how to sublimate it perfectly. Man, I really wanted this cup to turn out perfect. Okay, so when I'm going in and doing his little details, it's working out better. But who wants to do that? Let's just learn how to sublimate correctly. Anybody else have this press and tips on what to do? Even if you're watching the replay, make sure to comment in the comments on the YouTube. I don't know if I think you can comment on Instagram after it's up, and I will post this. I might post this. I might make it just like a reel that you guys can watch later, not the full video. All right, that's all she wrote for that. I'm gonna actually end up painting the bottom of this cup. I think this one turned out actually better than this one because look at when the bottom is done on this one. Because there's some Mickeys that I have to touch up, and there is a lot more to touch up on the bottom of this, but you see that when it's painted. And just do a little bit so you can see. When it dries, it looks really good. When it's wet, you're like, that's paint. But then when it dries, it's like matte. And I'm actually using their acrylic paint for this one. Oh, his ears are black. That's why. It's just outlined in white. All right, I could spend all day doing this. And it's very therapeutic. So if you are making these, have fun with it because they're therapeutic. Okay. I just want to learn how to do them right. The top's not looking bad on this either, though. Like, you see that? You can see the paint. It'll dry a little bit more matte, too. It's still a little wet. But you just really got to go in with all the details, which I'm going to do because I think this cup is adorable. And I want to use it for this Halloween-y season. All right. I will see you guys, what's today? Thursday. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. We are going to be making, do I have it figured out yet? Okay, we can either make a Halloween wreath that goes on our home sign, or we can make a trick-or-treat laser sign, or we can make a interchangeable family laser sign, which I can also give you options to do with a Cricut or with other things if you don't have a laser. What do you think? You guys pick. If you watch the replay, let me know which one you want. I usually prep them the day before, so I've got time to read your comments. All right, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.